Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. I am Jennifer, and this is 13 Moons Lodge. This reading, it's a tarot reading, oracle reading, and also it's a channeling as well. This is for the full moon in the clan mother of She Who Heals. It falls on August the 9th. At 12:55 a.m. Pacific time. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are a returning watcher, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the thumbs up and subscribing. It's free to do so. I appreciate your support. And this is a general guidance reading, of course. I'm going to use a Celtic cross. Had two cards stuck together there. I did shuffle them. This is a deck that I've had for a while. This is the Relative Tarot that I'm using for this reading. I have not used it before, and I am just going for it. Felt compelled to use it today. So let's jump in here to this reading, this general guidance for this next phase of the moon cycle, the last 2 weeks of this moon cycle, 8th moon cycle, I think. Okay, so our current energies, where we're at right now, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So there's the card, what it looks like. And let me just check in here with the energies of this card. So what it feels to me is that there is a lot of us, this won't be everybody, but with the 9 of Pentacles, it's like we're taking stock. It doesn't feel like we're taking action on, or we haven't been taking action on things not moving forward, but it's almost like we're counting our pennies, or it's like we're planning for the future, but we're looking at our current situation, financially, maybe where we're living, how we're living. This is like dealing with our everyday life, right? So we're paying close attention to how this is unfolding for us, how we are living our life and all the different parts of it. Now, as I say that, it's not entirely correct. So let me just, because I'm getting a little, doesn't sound the way that I was perceiving it when I say it out loud. But going back to what I was saying originally about our jobs or where we live or how we live, like our house, our home, apartment, cabin, trailer, whatever situation we are in, it's like we're checking in. Is this how we want to be going forward? Like where am I now compared to where I want to be? Is it in alignment, or is it in alignment with what I want now? And again, this can be job related, relationship related, anything to do with your everyday life. It's like, again, we're taking stock. It's like we're planning, and we're not hoarding, but we want to make sure we're okay. So there is this energy of contemplation, but also some dreamy energy in there, like setting out our feelers into the world, what we might like our lives to look like as well, and then how we can take steps to make this happen, to align and set ourselves up with our goals as well. So what is helping us or hurting us in this? We have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is what's helping us, obviously. Okay, so there is the card. There's what it looks like in this particular deck. I really like this deck with the Relative Tarot because it's all with the ancestors. And yeah, I really like this. So we're working hard. We've built skills. We're being diligent here. We're paying attention to, I feel like, the details. of, and I'm hearing no stone unturned. So there is this energy of, oh, if I did this, what might this look like? And do I have the practical means to make this happen? Or do I need to educate myself further or deeper? Or do I need to take another course in order to achieve what I want to do? Or is there something else I need to do? Do I need to join a group, a community? Ah, is that card here? It's funny it didn't come out when I just pulled them out for this reading, because twice as I was shuffling, I had the Three of Pentacles drop out. I knew it was significant because it showed up twice as a jumper. Now I'm feeling the card come in here, community. So it is about building community. So joining things that will help support us in where we want to go, and making those connections, and not only support in where we want to go, but just to support us as individuals, whether it be emotionally, well, it would be emotionally, but also I think it's like a gathering of minds for ideas, and just to build some energy up as well, building that momentum within yourself, but through the connection with others. But yeah, so there's a lot of being diligent here in this. This is what's going to help us. So it's not, again, not skipping any steps. It's really being practical minded in this approach to where it is we want to go and what we are wanting for ourselves and our lives. So what is kind of the foundation to where we're at here? So why is this happening? Why are we kind of looking at our lives like this? We have the High Priestess. Loving this card too. So this is about total connection with our higher selves. This is intuition. Now, whether you are a believer in intuition or not, you must be on some level. You're watching this video, but it is just this feeling or knowing that these changes have to happen again, because it's moving out of stagnation in any areas of our life. So if something isn't working or it's not bringing the results we want, there is this need to look. So it's not all intuition, but there is a part of us, an aspect of us that recognizes what isn't working. And maybe it's about letting something go, because oftentimes that comes up in these readings as well. But it could be simply just, what do I need to let go of? What am I repeating within my life, this habit that is not helping me, that used to help me? Maybe it got me to where I am, but maybe it's time to recognize that it's not working anymore. Maybe that needs to go. And it could be coming in any way, depending who you are. So there is that. It's really, okay, bizarre, but as I'm looking at this card, what I'm sensing is that she is pulling up energy from the earth to connect with the universe, and then drawing that energy in through her body and down into the universe, and down into the earth. So it's being that holding both realities, holding both energies through the body. So it really is about a combination of taking our dreams, our goals, aspirations, or wherever we're feeling called to go, and bringing it down to the earth in a real practical sense, and then taking these action steps. And then the energy from the earth that we're drawing up is the feeling supported and abundant. So it's carrying and shifting if we're not already in these energies. And maybe it's something that we're working on, but shifting into this abundance energy, and stepping more out of the fear and holding more of the trust and the abundance, which is a higher vibration, but it's feeling that from the earth, because the earth is always giving, and we are part of all of it, right? So okay, so carrying on here, we have the past influences and what's leaving here. So we have the Ace of Wands. Just feeling into the card. Interesting. So normally I would say this is a card where the energy is coming in, it's a new beginning, but because of the position it's in, it's almost like we're letting go of ideals, and it's also like a change in direction, that we're feeling that maybe where we were going isn't working for us. And again, I was picking that up at the beginning of the reading as well, in letting something go. And so it could just be that we're letting a limited idea go, or a limited how things should look. Um, and it could just also be that we've outgrown it. So it might not be working for us anymore, or we've just outgrown it. But it feels like a change of path. And I feel like also in this card, for some of us, it's going to be we took a direction that we meant to learn and take these stepping stones. There's that reference to stones again. But now it's taken us as far as we could go with it, and it's time to shift our focus in a different direction. It might still be around the same thing, but we're maybe just getting more clear, or if it's like a broad subject, or a broad kind of generalized direction we were going in, we might be fine tuning it and just taking a one branch of it, so to speak. What are our strengths, or what's carrying us through this? We have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is basically wish fulfillment. Yeah, it's because we are not settling. We don't want to settle. Life is too short. Again, it's about recognizing. We're recognizing that life, the path for each of us is, and again, my wording and your interpretation might be a little bit different than mine in this, but the it's about joy, and feeling expansive, and yeah, that wish fulfillment, right? We want what we want to make us happy, usually, right? Usually we're heading in that direction, but oftentimes we get comfortable in feeling heavy, or being stuck, right? And then it's that recognizing, letting that go. That might be some of what we're letting go here, but stepping more into embracing what is already there for us, all the good things. So this is our strength: is that we're moving forward, we're achieving and getting closer. And I don't want to say closer, that's not right either, but it's a forward momentum. We're not, and I was going to say we're not moving backwards, but I feel like for some of us there might be a feeling of we're going back. We're going back in time, into memories, and revisiting painful times. But I think this can also be the pain or the trauma, are old things that are being held in the body that we need to let go. So there is that flushing out of these denser experiences, which will help to clear us in order to open to new opportunities and experiences that are more in alignment with who we are becoming, who we are and who we are becoming. So there is a little bit of that feeling of going back in time, but we're really not. It's just bringing more awareness into those experiences that help mold us into who we were in the past. Looking at the timeline, and I know we won't get into that. That's a whole nother subject, talking about timelines. But shifting that, so healing, forgiving, and allowing the emotions to be fully expressed. So there is that as well, and honoring them for what they are, whether it's grief, anger, all of it, all the spectrums. Yeah. Okay. So the near future, we have the Eight of Cups. So interesting. Another one with the emotions, right? Yeah. So she's got her back to the cups. So again, it's walking away from what doesn't serve us, And this is, so that's what I was picking up in that Nine of Cups, interestingly enough, going back in time, revisiting old things. So we've been carrying around subconsciously these aspects of that have, I would say, these aspects that have been the foundation of who we have believed we are, that now we've known on an intellectual conscious level that we are not these things, but on that deeper soul level, the in the subconscious, whatever you want to call it, there is this a reckoning. So going back and revisiting, it's some might call it inner child work or shadow work, whatever you want to call it. But there is that going back, and then forgiving, releasing yourself if you're holding resentment, if you're holding guilt, or just pain, from the experience that maybe you didn't have the ability, because you were so young at the time to even process. So now it is time. So this is all very freeing. It's freedom, freeing. But it can feel really icky to allow yourself to go back into those, that messiness. But I think it's also important to recognize it's part of the journey, it's part of the process, it's necessary because we have to feel them. We weren't able to, or for whatever reason, right? It could just be that the circumstances, were that there was no time. So now is the time for a lot of us. When I go back to that very first card, the Nine of Pentacles, about, not really moving forward, but taking stock. This is part of it. This is a clearing out, a recalibrating of, clearing out the emotions and recalibrating of what it is we want truly for ourselves, and leaving behind what isn't, these old versions of ourselves, really, that are, connected with what we thought we wanted or where we felt called to, and recognizing, though, that all of them were stepping stones to this point in time. Okay, so, but for some of us, we're past this already in this energetic, cycle, and some of us are just coming up to this, and some of us are right in the depths of it. All right, and so we have the advice here, the Seven of Cups. So lots of cups in this reading. Now, again, this could be because I just shuffled them, but I didn't just shuffle them. I mean, I shuffled them quite a bit. However, we will continue here because we have 4 more cups to go through. So what did I say this was? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, so this is about choices. And see, he's wearing a blindfold here in this one. So I think we're taking the blindfold off. I think this is what the advice is, to get real about where you're at so you can make smart choices about where you're going. It's about not hoping for things to work out. This is about knowing things will work out, but looking at your current situation and choosing from there. So we're not choosing from the past. That's why we're releasing all this. So this is about being a lot more present in order to choose from our reality of right now. I hope that makes sense. So what's happening around us, the Six of Cups. So there's that piece there, the nostalgia piece, going back into the past. I just got this little thing come into about friendships, visiting friendships. Maybe we're letting some friendships go or some relationships go because you're just finding they're not aligning with, where you're feeling you're being called to. So there is that as well. Some of us are going to be experiencing, we might just be limiting our time with certain people, or even activities or situations where, there might it might not be relationships per se, but just people in general that are drawn to a certain thing, and you're just not going to those things anymore because of the energy there. and the type of people it draws. So it could be that sort of thing too. Just feeling a bit deeper into the card. It feels to me in doing this as well, it's just more of an honoring of our truth. It's part of the aligning ourselves with our truth as it evolves and changes, as all this whole reading is talking about that. Hopes and fears, we have that, another cup, the Five of Cups. I think this one came up last week as well. I love these cards. Really like these cards. So just to start talking about this, because there's a story behind this card that it's trying to come through. And so she's looking at what is over and done with right here. So she's looking at the past, or what's ended, what hasn't worked out, whatever the disappointments are, right? So she's kind of focused on that. I've been talking about that in this reading, that there is going to be some of that coming up, visiting past times, memories, that sort of thing, in order to, there's a reason they're coming up. Like, we're not really choosing it, but they're just popping up seemingly random, but they're not random, because this is our subconscious talking to us. This is our soul talking to us because of this path we're on. And it is asking us to revisit these experiences, to feel whatever was suppressed from those times, because they are caught in our body somewhere. Our cells are holding it, and it is affecting our vibration. It can't not do it. You know what I'm trying to say? It just, it affects us. So it affects our thinking, it affects our reality. So this is the time a lot of us are going through, where we're doing this. But I think the hope is that, yes, this is what's happening, but the fear is that I don't want to get caught in that. I don't want to feel this pain. But just remember that we have all these beautiful gifts waiting for us. We have more joy, fulfillment, alignment, freedom, releasing these versions of ourselves that had these experiences. And that's what it's all about. It's the healing, right? It's releasing the layers of what isn't really us. That we're opening and expanding into that freedom, because those denser energies and memories and traumas are moving. But yeah, it's not easy, because we got to feel them, right? Potential outcome. We have the Four of Cups. So in this particular card, I'm hearing trust. It's about trusting. I feel like I repeat the same messages quite often when I'm doing these general readings. Um, it's trusting that the universe has a plan for you, a bigger plan, but remembering that you are that universe. So this is a co-creation, because we are one. We are one. And so it's not that your destiny is pre-written. However, I truly believe we came into this life with a blueprint. We can change the blueprint as we go along, but we came in with a blueprint. So there's certain purposes that we came here to do, and that is whatever you feel most passionate about. This is what you feel that lights you up. So there's that trust that, this is coming for you. So despite feeling like, you might be going backwards, because all this dense, uncomfortable emotions or memories are coming up, there is a process of healing and releasing going on, so that we can feel lighter, have the experience of being lighter and freer, and thereby new opportunities coming to us, because our reality is shifting. And that's really what it's all about. So I'm just going to pull 3 more cards to clarify this reading. We have Daffodil Fairy, new beginnings. Yes, so new beginnings coming in. That one caught my thumb, so we'll see what this one is. So Daffodil Fairy, new beginnings. So there's the opportunities right here. And this is spring. Spring is about renewal. I love it. So we have Enchanted Fern Grotto, refuge. So to me, this is also about feeling safe. This is about moving internally, that I was feeling at the beginning of the reading. Reconnecting with nature. Remembering we are nature, so reconnecting with ourselves to recalibrate our nervous systems, regulating our nervous system, keeping that regulated, paying attention to what you're surrounding yourself with, what you're letting into your field. Okay. I'll pull one card here. I'll put all the decks I've used down below. So this is magical messages from the universe. Just grab my glasses here. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday. Shapeshift into whoever you want to be. Great confirmation of this whole reading. And one more card here. And this is Vintage Wisdom Oracle. The Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Purity. Yep. Purifying our souls. Coming back to our authentic selves. And again, which is joy and expansion and freedom. That's how it's experienced. So that is the reading for this cycle. Thank you again so much for joining me. If you resonate with any part of this reading, if you enjoyed this reading, if you didn't enjoy this reading, or you want to see me do a different type of reading, or if you have recommendations, I welcome all of it. I'd love to hear your feedback. And I will see you again in a couple weeks for the new moon. And until then, please be well. Please take care of yourself. Bye for now.